And indeed, he will be a sign for knowledge of the hour. Isa alayhi salam is a sign that the hour is coming close, because he will come to the earth before the day of judgment. So be not in doubt of it, and follow me, that this is a straight path. And never let shaitan avert you. Indeed, he is to you a clear enemy. And when Jesus brought clear proofs, he said, I have come to you with wisdom, and to make clear to you some of that over which you differ. So fear Allah and obey me. Indeed, Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so worship Him. This is a straight path. But the denominations from among them differed, so woe to those who have wronged from the punishment of a painful day. هَلْ يَنظُرُونَ إِلَّا السَّاعَةَ أَن تَأْتِيَهُمْ بَغْتَةً وَهُمْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. Are they waiting except for the hour to come upon them suddenly while they perceive not? الْأَخِلَّاءُ يَوْمَئِذٍ بَعْضُهُمْ لِبَعْضٍ عَدُوٌّ إِلَّا الْمُتَّقِينَ. Close friends that day will be enemies to each other, except for the righteous. So the only close friendship that will have any benefit will be one based on taqwa. Any relationship based on taqwa, whether it's between spouses, parents and children, between colleagues, co-workers, friends, as long as it's based on taqwa, there's beauty to it. And it's going to be something that's long-lasting. Any other relationship will not benefit on the Day of Judgment. O my servants, no fear will there be concerning you this day, nor will you grieve. الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِآيَاتِنَا وَكَانُوا مُسْلِمِينَ. You who believed in our verses and were Muslims. How were you Muslims? Muslims by believing in those verses and accepting them. Those people will be told, أُدْخُلُوا الْجَنَّةَ أَنْتُمْ وَأَزْوَاجُكُمْ تُحْبَرُونَ. Enter paradise, you and your kinds delighted. Believing in Allah's verses has many different levels. So when we first understand the Quran with the meaning, there's a different feeling, a different understanding. But as we study the Quran more and more, as we learn the Quran more and more, and we go into more depth, then the belief changes. Then we develop more conviction in what Allah is saying. We develop more belief in what He is telling us. And this is something very natural. Studying the Quran once is not enough. And another factor that influences our increasing belief in the verses is our own life experiences. You can go through different experiences, and then when you look at the Quran, you get a different understanding. You see different wisdoms in it. Age makes a difference. Is it not true that the older you get, the more you think, oh, if I knew this a few years ago, then I would have behaved like this, or I would have done that, or I would have said that. So age brings with it a certain maturity and a different understanding of the Quran. Education, the more education a person gains in anything, any different type of education, as that opens the mind, the Quran is understood with more depth. So a person's belief in the Quran increases with time, increases with experience, increases with exposure. Circulated among them will be plates and vessels of gold, and therein is whatever the souls desire, and what delights the eyes. You will abide therein eternally. And that is paradise which you are made to inherit for what you used to do. For you therein is much fruit from which you will eat. Indeed,